Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Tamara Almeida, star of the movie Holiday in Happy Hollow. Join us as we delve into Tamara's insights into her character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here with us, Tamara.
Yeah, of course. Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, can you tell us a little bit about your character in Holiday in a Happy Hollow?
Yeah. So I play Gracie Moreau, and she is trying to figure out how to solve any remaining inconsistencies with these land plots in order to come into Happy Hollow and actually build a new hotel. It's pretty straightforward when I say it like that. It's just like coming in as a developer to try to make sure that I can come in and all the kinks have been ironed out. But then I obviously stumble upon certain issues. Like there are five individual land plots that were actually given away in a raffle. And so now I'm trying to see if I can get everyone to hand them over to me so that eventually I can build the new hotel that will really be like the talk of the town, I presume, in Happy Hollow. Yeah.
Great. And what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
Yeah, so the way that it works, which I feel so thankful for, is we get these auditions, and I'm sure you've heard other actors talk about this before. So my agent will send me an email, will send me an audition. I'll take a look at it. And if it's something that I'm interested in, then I'll submit for it. I'll put myself on tape and then we'll see what happens. So for this role, like this particular movie, I auditioned for the role of Amy first. So it was just a different part. And then when this one came up, obviously to play Gracie, I was like, of course, I would love to play Gracie. So it was kind of a bit of a no-brainer once it presented itself for me. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, and what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating?
Yeah, what I love about it the most is that it's a quest film. So like I like a scavenger hunt. I like the adventure. Like I mean, we've seen so many of these Christmas movies and they all kind of follow a lot of the same formula. This one too, in many ways. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but there's love like at the end. But the journey to love, which I feel is so reminiscent to real life for me, which is like when you're actually kind of falling into it unexpectedly, like you're kind of on a path trying to do something else. And then before you know it, someone is affecting you. And now you can't stop thinking about them. And I just feel like this movie really captures that and the essence of still wanting to get the job done and accidentally falling for someone. And then there's misunderstandings and ruptures, but the way that they're able to kind of find repair is lovely. So I like this movie because it feels a bit truer to life for me, even though it's one of these fun kind of mythological films.
Great. So, and what was it like working with the rest of the cast and crew on set?
Oh, so good. So I got to meet Cody for the first time and we just really hit it off. He's so sweet. Um, yeah, like everybody, Graham, who was our director, he and Cody and myself all went for lunch before we started shooting. And then when we got there, we went for dinner like the night before we started shooting as well. And it was just so lovely because it felt very cohesive, like as if we were all working together, kind of had a very shared vision for something like this. Everyone else who came in was incredible. Like the actors are so good that I just felt really, I don't know, I felt so lucky to even be in their presence. Someone like Fiona Hyatt, like Lindsay Owen Pierre, like you've got these people who are so good at what they do. And then I just got to be there. So I don't know. It was a pleasure and it was also a really great learning experience for me, just watching people who are so good, so free, so fluid, just doing what they do. Yeah, it was such a privilege.
Great. And what can you tease about your character journey?
Yeah, I think, hmm, what can I tease about my character journey? I think that what I like about these movies or any movie really is that hopefully the person changes, right? Like hopefully our character changes. And I think I change, but I think I change like Gracie changes in a way that still feels very true to her, but is much more flexible in ways that I felt like I could learn from a little bit, like me, like Tamara could learn from, because I can be very much like, this is how something should be. But then seeing how she goes about things in the end and is a little bit more open in ways. I don't know, that had an impact on me. I don't know if that's answering the question. I don't know if that's teasing anything. I'm just, it's more just like the journey she goes on eventually, I think is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. A
great.
healthy one. Yeah.
So, the last question about this movie.
Mm.
What was your favorite scene or moment while filming it?
Okay, we have two scenes that I really, really love. Did you see them? I don't know if you've seen it yet, but there is two. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you it's part of the scavenger hunt part of it. So I'm sorry. I'm going to give it away. There is a scene where, because the movie follows a lot of traditions, a lot of these traditions that are taking place in Happy Hollow, I get to be like Gracie gets invited into taking part with these traditions. So two of them, which are very fun, which it's again all tied to finding the deed holders. One of them being a polar plunge. So we actually got to jump into a lake, which never happened. So our like the whole scene was just like we're literally running in and jumping. It was just that's not work. That's insane. So it was like that one was incredible. And the second scene that I loved so much was again part of the same scavenger hunt. Deed holder, we were throwing spices at each other, which it was a spice toss. So we were all just dressed up in our like kind of like painter suits, um, throwing spice at each other for hours. It was so much fun that it again, it's like those two scenes when I think about it. I remember that day working being like, is this isn't work. Like this is not work. This is play. So those are my two favorite scenes for sure. Probably almost ever like in any movie because it was just something that was so fun to do and so rare to do. Yeah, I loved it so much. Mm.
Amazing. So, a quick question. At
Mhm.
Survive the Shows, we are big fans of Christmas rom-coms. What is your all-time favorite? The old ones.
Mm. My favorite, okay. There's two movies that I love so much every year. Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, Elf, I guess, is an obvious one. I love it. I love Buddy the Elf so much because there's like an innocence to him, this childlike wonder. He's so pure and a bit aloof. So I love Elf, but I also really love Love Actually. It's
Yeah,
such a good movie. And oh, it's so good. And then like bonus points, favorite Christmas song, Mariah Carey. It's like all I want for Christmas. It's like those things, those movies, and then Mariah Carey Christmas. That's how I know I'm in the mood, like that's how I know it's happening. Yeah.
yeah, great. So, the last question. Can you tease something about your next projects?
Okay, yeah. I just finished shooting another one of these movies. It's a thriller. Uh, I don't know if they're going to change the name because sometimes they change the names.
Mhm.
Uh, so you don't know, but presently it's called She Was Murdered in Our House. And it's exactly what you think it's about. So um it was such a crazy shoot. Um we shot it very quickly. Sam McAdam, who was our director, was so wonderful. David Chinchilla, who was the actor who played opposite me, was also just wonderful. Everybody was so great in that movie. Um, what can I tease? There's suspense, some thrills, a little bit of romance, a little bit of devastation. Not really any comedy, I don't think. Not from me. I'm just worried the whole time. And but there is a really happy ending.
Great,
Maybe
great.
I shouldn't have said that. I think there's a happy ending. Oh no, oops. I thought it was a happy ending. So,
It's okay.
Okay.
So this is it. Make
Thank
sure, all of you, to coach Holiday in Happy Hollow on Lifetime platform. And thank you, Tamara, to join us today.
thank you so much for having me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. Bye!